I had a really fortunate, lucky kind of education, because my father was in education, and as I said, he was a dean he was dean of the chapel at Princeton and a professor there. So I grew up on, in the winters anyway, fall, winter, spring. I grew up on campus at Princeton University. I went to, first of all, local school, but then I went to Lawrenceville Prep School, which is just down the road, which is one of the, it's a very big school. It had, I think, 600 boys, all boys, but really amazing education. I always say to people, I could have finished high school and never gone to college and been fine. I had the most incredibly advanced English teachers and history and French, and it was wonderful. Then I did a year in France. I went to the University of Grenoble for one semester. I went to University in Paris for the next semester, so I had that great background. I went to Hampshire College, which had just started. It was this experimental school, up in Massachusetts, outside of Amherst. And that was wonderful. And it kind of went with the whole flow of what I believed in, which was, self-motivated learning, and find out who the smartest guy is, find out who the most interesting professor is, and just, kneel at his door, or kneel in front of his chair and just wait to, speak to him. And I learned early on, if you go to someone like that, who you've read their books and you know about, and you are very polite, and you request lunch with them once a month or something like that, they often will say yes, even if you're a freshman, even if you're very young, just because they're flattered and they think it's great. And I always encourage my students to, to just go and grab whoever you want to. And that's the way to study. And I learned that, as a high school student, because I did most of my projects in the library system at Princeton, because I had a card because of my dad. So I was able to go and roam around the rare book archives and all these wonderful places and write my papers based on research I'd done there. So again, it was also self-motivation. And that was incredibly helpful when I started to become a journalist and do deep research and write my first books. It was really all about the love of digging through endless dusty archives and libraries. And so the way it informs me now is very much, and I always say this to my students too, is look for something that no one else has done. Look for an angle that no one else has done. Don't just copy someone's footnotes and do the same thing. Come up with an idea and an angle that no one's thought of before, and then it's your own, and you will have the passion to take it through to completion, much more than if you're sort of riffing off 5 other people who've already done it. So whether that's in scholarship, research, or original creative writing, I think it informs every aspect of creativity.